Hello, good evening, and namaskar, everyone. Welcome to the Sharing Secrets of Life with Saumya. Wishing you all a very happy Heritage Day, South Africa. So, today I'm very excited because on this special day, my very special guest is Destiny Link, Dr. Destiny Link. She is a plastic surgeon resident of South Africa, and she's one of very few female plastic surgeon residents in South Africa. So I'm quite excited to have her today on my IG series. I'm just waiting for her to join me so we can have a look about her journey, about her success, what challenges she have been facing through, how she's coping up. Here we go. So I would like to add Destiny now. Just waiting for her. She's a beautiful person, beautiful soul. I'm just waiting for her to it's connecting. Hi, Destiny.
Hi Saumya, how are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for giving me your precious time and joining me on Sharing Life Secrets with Saumya on our Instagram IGTV series. I'm
No,
sure everybody is so excited to see you.
no, like I'm feeling so privileged because I've never done one of these, and so I'm so excited to do it with you because I know you're just like the queen of interviews.
Oh, no, no, no. I mean, I think it's not me, it's you, all my special guests who make this IGTV more precious. I just would like you to wave
So I'm
all
so
the
happy to
followers
join
and
you.
friends. Thank you. I just want you to wave all the followers and fans who are currently joining us. It's not only from South Africa, but also it's from the different part of the world. And you can just wave them and just say them hello before we start.
Hi everyone, so glad you guys can join us.
So here is Destiny Link. I must say, Dr. Destiny Link, the plastic surgeon resident of South Africa, one of the very few female plastic surgeons. Wow. Destiny, I must say one thing. It was my dream to become a plastic surgeon. But now I got you in my life and I got Sid in my life as a plastic surgeon. So I think it's a double celebration for me.
You can live through us your dreams and hopes.
So are you ready for the authentic question I'm going to bring in front of you today?
I am very ready. I am excited to know what you want to ask and what you want to know. So let's go. Let's do it.
So my first question to you is why you do what you do. Define life in your way.
So, Samia, I think lots of people don't ever ask themselves that question. And I'm so happy you're asking me that because it's actually something that we need to think about. I think it's something that you need to, in your daily life, kind of ask yourself, why am I here? What am I doing? Why am I going to work? Apart from just having your paycheck and, like being able to provide for yourself and being able to have your own house and like looking after yourself, you have to also think like, why am I doing? And I think for me, how I would define my life is that I want to live my purpose and I want to, through my purpose, inspire other people. And I can only hope by the time I get to the end of my life that there will be people that feel that they've been inspired by what I'm doing and by how I lived my life. And I think for most people that is why we're living our lives the way we do. We want to inspire and we want to make sure that when you leave that you've actually had an impact on the world.
Yeah, very true.
Even though if it's just your little world, which means your family, your immediate friends, at least that you leave an impact with them, and that's what I want to do.
I think that's a wonderful thing you shared with us, that impactful. I think even if you inspire one people in the world, that's
Yeah.
the biggest thing. So I totally agree with you. But Destiny, tell me something. Being a doctor is a privilege in itself. Like, I have a high respect for medical profession, and you doing super specialty, like cream of the crop. So, how do you feel about being a very rare few female plastic surgeon residents of South Africa? How do you feel about it? Are you excited? Are you happy? Are you feel proud of yourself?
So, Sonia, it's actually something that you don't actively think about. And it's only when you have people like yourself or students or even like junior doctors telling you, when you say, I'm a plastic surgery registrar, they're like, oh, wow. And you don't actually realize that where you are in your life. And I mean, I've been wanting to do plastics since university. My brother was in a really bad car accident when I was 22, and he was managed by a plastic surgeon. He had like various burns and really quite bad wounds on his head. And that is the time when I got triggered with plastic surgery. And so I've only always wanted to do that. And so that's just been my purpose. Like I've just been, running towards that. And around me, I'm not realizing that I am actually one of very few females in just not plastic surgery, but in surgery as a general.
Yeah.
There's very few of us, and I just don't realize that. So I'm very privileged to have my post, and I'm very privileged to be doing what I'm doing and actually getting to be where I am because of doors that's been opened for me and my hard work and things leading me towards being where I am. But you don't actually realize where you are because you've just been doing what you're doing because this is what I'm supposed to do.
And I think being a doctor in life is also extremely busy, extremely busy. You really get a time to think about yourself.
Yeah.
But Destiny, I always tell the people that for me, education is a superpower. If you need to be powerful, you need to be educated. And that's, I have learned throughout my life. Doesn't matter who you are, where you are. I know it's not easy to get the plastic surgery post in South Africa, not only in South Africa, but all over the world. It's one of the very demanding, exclusive, amazing posts, I must say, because I mean, I am in that industry, glitz and glamour, and everybody, when I introduce, oh, okay, he's a plastic surgeon or she's a plastic surgeon, they say, oh wow, and the world
Yeah.
run to you. I
Yeah.
think being a plastic surgeon, you have that power that you're more powerful. Sorry, I'm talking about plastic surgery a lot because it was my dream to be like one. So tell me, Destiny, what challenges you have faced during your career, during your time of your life when you were choosing this post? What challenges you have faced and how did you overcome from it? Because remember, people see you, Dr. Destiny Link or plastic surgeon, but they don't really know how much hard work you do, what challenges have been overcoming to you. So share some those moments of your life with us.
Yeah, just Soumya, that's such a good question. Um, I think I've been in a very privileged position in the sense that I've had a very supportive family. And I remember the day I applied for medicine and I got into Stellenbosch University, and my dad said, do you really want to do medicine? And I said, yes. And he never ever questioned that again. And since I've been like starting my medicine career, whenever I tell my parents I want to go to internship in Maritzburg, they'll just be like, okay. I'm going to Kimberley. I'm going to do my MO time there. They're like, okay. So I think having the support of your clan is so
Mm.
important in reaching your goals. And so in that sense, I've been very lucky that I've had such a good family that supports me in all senses. But like we all know that medicine in general, and then specifically like surgery, is a very male dominated division, and it is slowly changing, and it's only changing by more females coming into the profession. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a But I think it's really good for diversity, and I think we
Yeah.
all bring very different characteristics to the division of surgery. And I think that is important. And I think to empower other people and empower other females is so important. And so I'm not sure how I ended up being who I am, but I've always been very strong in my decision making,
Yeah.
which makes it easier for me to be in a surgical division because I stand strong in my views. And I like I make my decision and I stand with my decision. And that's definitely a good characteristic to have in a surgical specialty. But that can be a big struggle for females who are not very verbal. So, because I can be quite verbal, I'm very soft. In a sense, I'm quite soft. But being quite verbal in this surgical slash medical industry is actually it's a good characteristic to have. So those can be struggles that we have in getting where we are. Yeah, but like I said, like just having the support of your clan is so important.
I think I'm very impressed from you and I'm learning a lot from you. One thing I love about you, what makes you very unique, is that you said that you're very strong in decision making. And I think that quality shows how far you're going to be in your life. Because if you see, I'm especially talking about a woman. A lot of the people, a lot of the women want to achieve a lot of things in the world, but they plan, they think, but they don't act. There
Yeah.
could be a lot of reasons, maybe fear, maybe laziness, maybe they don't want to take a risk or they don't want to take the challenges. So I must say, I think you are what you are because of your mindset. If you have a strong mindset, then you can really achieve anything in the world. Tell me, Destiny, I would like to ask you something. In today's world, everybody is talking about women empowerment, women empowerment, women empowerment. So, I mean, personally, I see there is two kind of people in the world. The one who genuine want to change the world, who genuine want to give back to the community, and who really want to help people to make and they're making a time, they're putting an effort to do that. But on the other hand, there are people who only doing a women empowerment thing or a small thing and using as a publicity stunt to get a fame for a short period. What are your views about it? How you see these two kind of people in today's world?
Oh, Saumya, I'm in my working environment. I am a great supporter of females, and I think it's just also because we often don't have men on our side, and I think it's so important to stand up for other females. But at the end of the day, you must do what you do because you want to do it, and not
Exactly, yeah.
because you think other people are going to see what you're doing. And whether you are, if you are in a relationship, there's always a give and a take. And if you are going to try and empower somebody else, then you are going to get satisfaction from empowering somebody else, and that person get the help from your side. And I think to do that just to get Instagram views or get a newspaper article, or just get other people to say, oh wow, look at Destiny, she's so amazing, she's helping so many females. I think, when you go to bed at night, do you really have that satisfaction than saying, actually I helped somebody today and it feels so good, and it's fine that nobody else saw it. So I'm definitely leaning more towards, helping people because you want to, whether
Yeah.
the females or males or children or whoever, just helping because that is how you are wired, yeah.
No, absolutely. Tell me something, Destiny. This world is so competitive. It's so materialistic world. You know that it's not easy to survive in today's world. There is a lot of, I'm again talking about the females, especially because the guys always support each other. I mean, they stand up with each other. But if you have, I have noticed this often, that a lot of the women, they don't celebrate each other victory. There is more jealousy, there is more competition. So my question to you is, how do you survive in this kind of materialistic world? What do you think? Who's your biggest competition?
Oh, I personally don't see other females as competition, and I don't see other males as competition. I think I have my own special personality traits, and I think that I bring something completely different than you bring, something completely different than Sid brings. You know, we all have our own special little stars in our life that we bring to the plate. And so I think that I'm not here to compete with anyone. Um, that's I if you feel like you're in a competition with me, well, good luck to you. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing because I'm here to live my purpose. And so yeah, I'm not I don't see how people are in competition with anybody. I think we're so different, and there's such a vast amount of beautiful things we bring to life, and that you can add to my life and I can add to your life, that there shouldn't be any competition.
You know what? One thing I love about you right now, your positive energy, your positive approach, your positive vibes. You just said that, well, if somebody is in competition with me, then good luck to you, but I'm just doing what I want. I mean, that spirit, I think it's very important. Being a female, it's very important to grow in your career. Tell me something. What message you would like to give to our upcoming youth, our upcoming children, young children? Because if you see, a lot of these kids, they're not strong in making their decision about their career. They want to achieve a fame in very short term, and then because of that, some of the people, some of the kids, some of the youth, they don't even get their education properly. So what message you would like to give to our upcoming youth?
Saumya, I think so. So the youth today grows up in a very different time than I grew up, and I think also in a very different time than you grew up. And I think they face a lot of challenges that we didn't have to face. Um, you know, like the how they get bombarded with social media, how they get
Yeah,
bombarded with competing with other people on social media, and I think those are really difficult struggles for them. And I think often we as let's say older youth don't quite understand how to deal with them. But I think what they should always keep in mind is that whether you are trying to be the next, you know, top Instagrammer or the, you know, TikTok fame and all those things, I don't even know how TikTok works. But it's always important to keep in mind that when you need to find what drives your passion. We're all here to have to live our purpose, and I think I've used that word quite often in this
yeah.
talk. But
No, I think
also,
that's important.
yeah, it's so important to have something you wake up for every day. And if you find that, then you will work hard for that. Whether that is, you know, being a famous painter, or, you know, becoming a doctor, or being an amazing mom, we all have that one thing that we wake up for. And those things don't come easy. Those things don't come overnight. Those things take relationships. You need to build relationships, and relationship building takes time. It's
Exactly.
it's not Tinder where you swipe left and you swipe right, and you know that's kind of like how relationships. That's not how relationship building takes time. It takes conversations. It takes difficult conversations. It takes a lot of energy, and that is why you can have friends. I think most of my friends I know from university, and I met them in my first year of university, and so I've known them for about, oh gosh, like over 15 years.
Wow,
But
that's incredible.
I don't see them often. But when we do connect, it is actually just, you know, kind of lift off where we were before. And it's because you took that time to actually, you know, put the energy into the relationship and building relationships. And those things take time. So overnight sensations and being famous for a very short while, that's a very short-term goal and a very short-term satisfaction, but long-term satisfaction. And I always, when people ask me, how are you doing? Or if somebody asks me, are you happy? And I think about my life. Am I happy at the moment? Maybe not. Maybe something's going wrong at the moment and I'm not very happy. Are you generally happy? Are you long term? Are you where you want to be in your life at this moment? Yes. Am I happy? Yes, I'm happy. Even though exams is in 4.5 months, but who's counting?
Well, you're such a positive person, I'm sure. Like, life gonna, no matter how big the life gonna throw you your toughest exam, you will get through it because I know you personally. I've seen you. One thing I would like to know from you, I know, everybody knows that doing plastic surgery is one of the very big thing in terms of someone's career. It's really not a joke. It's a big thing. I mean, there is so many specialists, there is so many doctors, but of course, even in the medical field, there is something which makes you very exclusive and very unique. And I believe that's a plastic surgery because I've seen the plastic surgeon's life. So you know that you're going to enter to some different kind of world where you're going to be very highly successful. You're going to be like top of the world. Tell me something. When you know that people are only coming to you or want to connect with you because you got a power or you're highly educated or you are a plastic surgeon, they only want you to be in their life just to use you for your connections. How do you manage or how do you deal these kind of people in your life?
So I am in general, and you know this, I'm quite a softie. I'm
Very
very
softy.
I'm a very kind person and I'm very giving. And my, you know, when I said like when you go to bed at night and you think about, your purpose and all those things, like when I go to bed at night and I think, did I do something nice today, or did I help Saumya today because I wanted to? Yes. Did Saumya respect my giving and actually behaved in a kind manner? Maybe not, but I gave freely because I want to, because I'm
Mm.
because I'm giving from my heart, and so I think that people that come and want to be a part of my life and want to know me because I'm a plastic surgeon, or my big thought also is just like, I'm just a doctor, man. I'm a doctor. You studied to be an accountant or an architect, or I'm just a doctor. Like, that's my job. And if you think that, oh my gosh, she's a doctor and I can benefit from knowing her, hmm, I'm not really impressed by that. So people that approach you for the wrong reason, as long as you do the right thing and you do towards them being kind and living true to your heart, then in 5, 10 years, the next life, whatever you believe, things are going to come back to them, and they're going to see the bad end of how they treated you. And so I will just continue to live my life the best I can and give as much as I can. um, and those people, they will, one day they will have to answer to somebody, which is not me. And so again, good luck to them answering that.
Wow, that's so inspiring. Tell me something. There is so many women. I'm again talking about a woman because I think this is very important for me, and I really want to ask from you because you are in a strong career. There is a lot of women who want to start their small businesses, who want to be independent, who want to be get success in their life, but they're too scared. Either they don't have a family support, either they don't have a husband support, either they don't have a financial support, and there is a lot of thousands of reasons they kill their dream and they don't go ahead. What advice would you like to give to these kind of women who really want to build up their career in any career of their life? What will you advise from your side?
you look for people who support you. Sometimes we're all scared. We're all scared to take a step beyond what we're comfortable with. Um, and that might be a small decision, or it might be a big decision that you struggle with to actually just, take that leap and do what you're supposed to do. And I think you must find people who will support you, and you will
Mm.
find people, whether it's on this kind of forum, like on an Instagram forum, or if it is people at your job, or if it's somebody in your local, like religious community, like your church or your temple, or whatever religion you practice. You will find people. You definitely will find people. And I always, when I'm at work and I find interns or students who's like, oh, I want to be a surgeon, I always try and have that conversation with them about what kind of surgeon do you want to be? What is your interest?
Yeah.
And I once was working at Red Cross, and I had a phone call, and I wasn't on call. Somebody calls me, and she's like, "Hi, I'm sorry, I'm not on call, and you're not on call, but I just want to know, how do you get to do plastic surgery?" And
Wow.
I thought that was such a special question, and I was like, "Oh wow, I actually thought this is like a referral." And I sat and I just took the time to discuss with this person how to get to where I am. And
Yeah.
every journey is different, but if you at least have a broad like idea of what the next step is, you
Yeah.
can decide whether this is a step you want to take. Because once you get down the rabbit hole, you need to go with the rabbit hole. And I if you have to look around you. You will find people that will encourage you. You will find people that want to see you succeed. Just look around. There's so many platforms to look at, where you will find people who want to actually see you do better.
Wow. I think I wish a lot of female can be like you. So I'm sure each and every person can be so inspirational and inspire the other one. You know, Destiny, I want to share one thing about me. Like, after entering to glitz and glamorous industry, a lot of the people ask me that why I haven't left my medical career, why am I declining movie offers, why I'm declining modeling offers, because I told them that I love my profession. I think being a doctor is a brand equity in itself, and being a doctor is a privilege, because for me it's one of the high education. I've grown up in medical family. So tell me something. I want to ask from you, because I know a lot of people are currently watching us live, and I think the message what it's gonna come from you, it's gonna be definitely very highly impactful on the other people life as well. Please give your message to everyone that why education is so important, because I always tell people do whatever you want to do in your life, but get a degree. Doesn't matter which degree is it, but just get a degree. So please share your views why education is so important.
That's a really good question, Samya.
And I
um,
need to know from you, because I know you are the best person to ask.
um, I why education is so important. It gives you self-worth. It gives you a sense of accomplishment. It is something that you can not just put on your wall, but when you are 80 years old, you can say, I'm a doctor, I'm a teacher, I am, and that gives, when somebody tells you, I've been a nurse for 40 years, you know what is behind that
Mm.
40 years. And it gives that person an immediate sense of respect for you, an immediate sense of what you are made of, because it takes a certain kind of person to push through that, to actually be that person that says, I've been a teacher for 60 years, or I've been a teacher for 30 years. So I think to give yourself worth, to
Yeah.
feel this is something I acquired, and it's not we all know that we are not individuals when it comes to studying. We know that there's a whole clan of people behind you, whether that's financially or emotional support. Even, your friends in university that actually, sits up with you at 2 o'clock at night studying. But, it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to educate somebody. And to so you're not alone in that, but it's actually so inspiring. And I'm sure like Sid also feels this way, but now with the guys just passing the exams, you actually feel so proud of them, because
Yeah.
that even that little bit where you were like, oh no, it's fine, you can go study, I will sort out the patient. That little bit you contributed to their education or them progressing in life makes you feel so proud. And like, so to have that sense of having impacted, not just in your own life, but actually also by acquiring a degree, to have
Yeah.
an impact in your community is an undescribable feeling. It's such a good feeling. Yeah.
You know what, Destiny? One thing I want to tell about you. Not me only. I'm too lucky to have you in my life as my one of my very beautiful friend. But this world really need a people like you who having such a golden heart, such an amazing positive thinking and attitude. I think this is very important. No, no, no. I'm genuine saying this. I don't praise people often. I only praise when I feel that they're worth of it. I have rarely seen a people like you in my life. Like, I'm surrounded with so many people, but I've rarely seen like you are. I don't know. I can't describe you how beautiful person you are. So tell me something, how you see your future? What next?
Oh, so next, we've been studying. So next year, exams next year. And then, then I am a free agent. And I think it's going to be such a strange feeling actually being at that crossroad where you've been working since, some people since university, because they've known they wanted to do plastic surgery or anesthetics or anything since university, to actually now be at that critical point where this is now you are what you wanted to be. um yeah, so hopefully by next year this time I will be a plastic surgeon, and then I will, yeah, I'm excited to be at that point where I can do the things I've been thinking about doing, and seeing the things that I think needs to change, and the positive impact, because lots of people just think plastic surgery and Botox and fillers and facelifts
Mm,
jobs, and there's such a big area behind plastic surgery that
yeah.
people know about. I tell my mom that we are the polyfiller of the hospital. If there's a hole, we close it. So anything that needs any form of reconstruction that needs to be returned to normal looking, tissue, that's what we do. And that's the biggest part of what I like about plastic surgery. So I'm excited to be at that stage where I can decide on what to do, and whether I want to do Botox or I don't want to do Botox. So yeah, next
I
is
think
the
I think
excitement.
plastic surgery is something else. I think you can make anyone the most beautiful person in this life. That's what I know.
I it's just such a big field of medicine. It's such a we it covers such a big area, and that you
Yeah,
actually have such a lot of different things you can do, and there's certain operations that you will probably only do once in your career, just
yeah.
because you don't come across that often, and that's the exciting part about what we do.
So I'm sure 2021 is quite exciting for you, and definitely I'm the first one to take a party from you after you're done with your exam, because we have to celebrate that victory. So I
Yes,
will be the first one to join you. So you must please remember me.
yeah, absolutely. You play a pivotal role in my exam prep, remember? She feeds me all the time. So
Well, I have to look after you. You guys are my future. So, okay, tell me something. Where people can follow you, on which social media platform are you available? If people want to know about you, your upcoming stuffs, where people can follow you.
I'm on Instagram, as you know, as you posted there, destiny.links, and I'm on Facebook, and I haven't expanded my brand that much. I was on Twitter for a while, and now I can't remember my password, but I'm definitely, once I get qualified, and I will just, the exams are 4 months away, and so, kind of being out there in social media is not a, a huge priority at this stage. But I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook if anybody wants to be part of my journey.
Well, Destiny, I would like to tell you something. I'm definitely going to come to you in 2021 for collaboration, because I can't wait for you and Sid to finish and do some magical things in South Africa. So I'm really waiting for that days.
Yes, I'm very excited to collaborate with anybody. I think as a team you make a bigger impact than a person alone. So I'm happy to collaborate with whoever has good
Number
intentions and
one is me. Number one is me. So I'm just saying that, okay, I'm in first in the queue.
okay, so I'm on my list.
Okay, so the last one question I would like to ask you, if you would like to change one thing in this world, what it would be and why?
One thing to change. Ooh, that's a big question.
What do you think? Like, what change needs in the world?
I think the world needs to have equal opportunity, irrespective of who you are or where you come from. Um, I need to be able to access uh, applying for a job in a big corporate company in Joburg as much as somebody who lives in a very small town in the Western Cape, on the West Coast. I think opportunities should be available to everyone. Um, I think often there's not, uh, and it's due to various factors, due to people not being educated to know that there are these opportunities out there. And I definitely saw it when I was in school, and my dad was a teacher, and so he knew about things like bursaries, and applying for different bursaries to get
Yeah.
into university. And that was definitely not the same for some of my friends at school whose parents weren't teachers. But because the information wasn't available to them, they never had the opportunity to apply for those kind of things. And I wish that everybody had the same opportunity, because then we have an equal playing field. Because then it's purely about your talent and my talent, because we're giving the same starting point. We're both given the same opportunity to be there. And then it's about whether you are the right person for that opportunity, for that job, for that situation. Yeah, I wish we could all just start off at the same starting line.
I'm sure if you can think it, then slowly, slowly, that can be possible. So, but Destiny, thank you so much for giving your precious time. But before I let you go, I would like to give a message to all the viewers and followers who are watching you currently from the different part of the countries. Please just give them some message and just say hello before we finish up.
So I just want to say thanks so much, Saumya, for actually asking me to do this. I've never actually done an Instagram interview, and this is great. And it's so good that I actually have a relationship with you because it makes it so much easier to do it. And I'm so happy that I could actually just share my story with everyone. And thanks so much for watching that. And I hope that somewhere there's somebody who actually thinks that they can push harder and be better and live their purpose and just get out there and breaking boundaries. That's my big thing is like breaking boundaries. I always tell my brother, just raise your daughters without boundaries. Just make them believe that they can do anything. They can do anything they want to do. And yeah, I hope there's somebody out there who wants to break boundaries.
You know, Destiny, I have to bring you on this IG series because when I met you, I told Sid that I'm openly saying on the live channel that I really love you so much. I admire you so much. You are such a beautiful, inspirational person inside out. I told you, you are one of the rare people in the world I met who are so authentic. So thank you for who you are. And thank you for giving me your precious time. I know there is exams, but I actually took your 40 minutes. But thank you for that.
Thanks so much, my friend. I really appreciate it. And I love coming to see you and Sid and just how, like, you're talking about authenticity and just how, you always tell me, I've never told anyone this, but, and I love that about you. Just being honest and just being like, well, this is the story. This is how it is. And I think that's so important. So I really appreciate you.
And I would like to say all the viewers who are watching us currently, this video going to be on IGTV. So if somebody is missing, you're more than welcome to share the link. And Destiny, soon I'm going to post this on the IGTV. So I'm so excited because I know your story going to be a big, big, big game changer for a lot of the people.
Well, let's hope so. I'm just happy.
Thank you once again. I hope to see you soon and lots of love.
Thanks, my friend. See you soon.
See you. Bye-bye.